Hey guys, this is Trevor with High Desert Tactical, and I wanted to do an update video on my reusable nylon bolt buffer that I actually had in my Ruger 1022 hammer and sear video, which will be right about here. This is an update and a little bit more information about just the bolt buffer. I've actually had a few people ask me a few questions on some more specifics about it. So I'm going to show you how to make a reusable nylon bolt buffer for less than 80 cents, minus the tools, which you can actually do with probably $4 worth of tools and stuff that you already have. You're gonna use some nylon tubing and a steel tension pin. So let's get started on how to make this bolt buffer. The materials you're gonna be needing for this job is nylon tubing with an outer diameter of 1/4 inch and an inner diameter of 1/8 inch. And a tension pin, a steel tension pin that is 2 inches long by 1/8 inch outer diameter. The tools you're going to need for this job is a means to cut the steel tension pin, and I'm going to be using a Dremel. You can get away with using a hacksaw blade. You will also need a file, just some small form of like a fine file, a razor blade, and a pair of channel locks or a means to hold the pin while cutting. So I've taken the rifle assembly out of the stock, and as you can see, I have my factory buffer in just for you guys to see, for people that are new to this process and changing out the buffer pin. But just for reference, this is my buffer that I've been using, and I've been running about 3,000 rounds, or actually more. I know a minimum of 3,000 has gone through it, so it's about time to change it. You can see that she's pretty worn out. So we're gonna change out the nylon pin, but while we're in the process, I'm gonna show you how I make the pin out of these parts. So we'll go ahead and take this buffer pin out anyways, and this one's really easy. A lot of times these little bastards just fall right out and it's kind of a pain in the butt. So here's my factory buffer pin. We're gonna actually hold on to this because I'm gonna use it for length referencing. So we're gonna take the gun, set it off to the side. I have my factory buffer pin here and the steel tension pin that I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna figure out the length, match it up here, like so. This is how I'm going to figure out how long this tension pin needs to be. I'm going to match it up with the length of the factory buffer pin. And I'm even going to give just a hair more than I need. And I'm going to mark it with my hacksaw blade. So I got my hacksaw blade marked there. Then I'm going to grab my channel locks. Just grab a hold of that sucker and hold her in place. And cut it with my Dremel. So she's cut. Same length as the factory buffer pin. Then sometimes you gotta take your little factory file, or take your little file, just give her a file, like so. Then you take your nylon pin, your nylon tubing, slide it over the pin until it's flush. Take your X-Acto blade or whatever, like so. Give her a cut. So you got your nylon buffer pin, and then take your file again. Just give her a rub, make her flush again. So you're good to go. So there's your new buffer pin. It takes a little bit of work, but you just gotta kind of shimmy her in place, slide it in. Make sure that steel pin stays there. There you go. You got your new pin in place. So that's the 80-cent reusable nylon bolt buffer. It sure beats paying $21 plus shipping for 3 solid nylon plasticky pins that break over time. Basically all you gotta do is just keep this 1/4 inch outer diameter and 1/8 inch inner diameter nylon tubing available, and you can just cut yourself new pieces every time you need to replace it, just like I did today. The nylon tubing that I buy is 14 cents a foot, so 28 cents gets me a ton of tubing. Like this is actually some from last time, and I've bought some more just to have it on backup. And you can see that the tension pin lasts forever, so you don't ever have to worry about it. And so that's the thing. 80 cents initial investment, then 28 cents. You probably can shoot thousands and thousands of rounds, because this buffer, I was running at least 3,000 rounds or more, and it could have gone even longer, but I wanted to replace it just so I could show you guys how to make the pin over again and give you a little bit more specifics. So if you have any questions or any specific, even more specific information about my reusable nylon bolt buffer, please let me know. So don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like, and I definitely dig comments, so you just give me a shout anytime you need. If you want any help with anything, let me know. I'll see what I can do. If I don't have the answer, I'll find somebody else with the answer. Take care, guys.